It's mine! The treasure is mine! First, I need to get out of this island. It's mine! The treasure is mine! First, I need to get out of this island.
First of all, let's analyze how the illustration was organized to make the animation process easier. Everything was organized into groups and subgroups, especially the face and head. Additionally, 2 staples were added to make it easier to select the jaw and eyebrows. The mouth is a shape with other shapes inside it. The teeth and tongue that were drawn with the brush tool and had their outline removed. Now let's let the animation run until the end of the audio, so that the character's mouth always remains closed. We will then start making lip sync. As the mouth is always closed in our static animation, we must go to each moment when it is open or a vowel is pronounced by the character. Create a keyframe and open it at that moment. At the end of the lip sync process, we have this.
The treasure is mine! First, I need to get out of this island. It's mine! The treasure is mine!
Now we will also animate the eyelids, trying to follow the expression made by the eyebrows. We went back to the beginning of the timeline, cleaned up the animation of the eyelids, which until then was static, and started animating them, bringing to life the facial expression also caused by the eyebrows. Let's see what we have so far.
It's mine! The treasure is mine! First, I need to get out of this island. It's mine! The treasure is mine!
Now, in each audio peak of the character's laughter, we will place the head further up in one keyframe and the head further down in the next. We will repeat this with each audio click of the laughter. It's important to remember that we are animating and moving the head and not the bone to which the head belongs. In those same moments when the head went up, we will animate the character's shoulders in the opposite direction, giving more dynamism to the movement that should appear cartoonish.
The treasure is mine! It's mine! The treasure is mine!
During these same movements of the character's laugh, we will also animate the ear following the movement of the jaw. Now let's animate the character's eyes a little, and improve the animation of the eyelids and eyebrows so that the animation becomes more convincing. Let's animate the character's body. To do this, we will add a new track so that we have new keyframes without the previous keyframes being lost. Keyframes must be created at moments when the body must move depending on the scene. Now, before we start animating the body, we will enable the Live Bones transformation function, so that the animation of the face and everything else is not lost when we move the bones. We can then animate the bones normally, and the animation of the face continues to be preserved. It is important to remember that you should not interpolate movements when using the Live Bones transformation function. All interpolation is done automatically by this function. Otherwise, you will lose the animation of the character's head elements. Now, let's animate slight movements and nuances in the character's head without moving the bones, in moments when the character's speech is more accentuated.
It's mine. It's mine.
We will repeat this at every moment in the timeline where it is convenient for the character's head to move quickly to follow the speech.
First, I need to get out of this island. First, I need to get...
At this point from now on, we will make his face turn more to the side. Let's select all the face elements, and with the keyframe tool, we will move all these face objects to the left. The keyframe tool will apply this change to all selected frames in the timeline. After that, just interpolate the animation by pressing F2 so that the animation from the previous frames meets the new animation section. Don't forget to delete the selection in the timeline before this. Otherwise, the interpolation will only work on the selected section instead of the entire timeline. Now, in that same animation area, we will make the same selection of frames, and with the keyframe tool we will move the ear and the tip of the character's bandana further to the right to better give the impression that the character is turning his face. After that, just clear the selection in the timeline and interpolate so that the animation in the previous frames finds the new frames.
First, I need to get out of this island. It's mine! The treasure is mine!
Let's paint using a brush to add some lighting under the character. Adjust the transparency and arrangement of the brush texture so that everything looks natural. The animation for the new painted lighting will be static because it was freshly painted. You can make the points of this object follow other objects using the Follow Parent Objects function, so that the points closest to the head follow the head's animation, and so that the points closest to the chest follow the chest. Now let's paint a texture under the bandana and the character's clothes, ears, face and clothes, following the idea that all of this can present some texture when it receives sunlight. To make the texturing more natural, you must adjust the rotation noise and the position noise of the drawn object. Don't forget to make the points of this object, which is the texturing, follow the correct objects so that its animation does not become static. For example, the points of the head, face and bandana must follow the character's head. And finally, as this object has animation and is an object in which the restructuring of the textured lines is very apparent, it is necessary to freeze the object so that its restructuring is always fixed, visually eliminating unwanted artifacts.
It's mine! The treasure is mine! First, I need to get out of this island. It's mine! The treasure is mine!